So imagine this. A live round is accidentally loaded on a movie set. One person dies, another one gets injured, and Hollywood's golden boy gets away scot-free. Now, how's that for justice? So to explain how Alec Baldwin got into this kerfuffle, I have to tell you first about a young girl named Hannah Reid. So in this video, we're diving into the perfect storm that led to the arrest of Hannah Reid, while Alec Baldwin, on the other hand, got a get out of jail free card. Stick around if you like cultural stories, some god-awful sarcasm, or you just want a full scoop on things. And if you enjoy it, just, hit the subscribe button. Meets Hannah Gutierrez Reid, Hollywood's youngest armorer, the daughter of Tel Reid, a legendary Hollywood armorer. As a kid, she enjoyed hanging around movie sets with her dad, watching him handle all sorts of weapons on big budget movies. So fast forwarding years has passed, she's been learning on her dad's wing this entire time, and she finally lands a lead role in an indie film starring Nicolas Cage, becoming one of the few female armorers in the entire Hollywood. And all this at the tender age of 24. And she's been killing it in Hollywood. And not so long after that, she lands a big role on the set of Rust, starring Alec Baldwin. Talk about a glow up. At the age of 24, this was a big deal. One of the only female armorers in Hollywood, and being a lead female armorer in Hollywood. What were you doing at the age of 24? Just imagine that. So Hannah shows up to the set of Rust, and she's doing a banging job. She's making friends, getting everything squared away. She is just on point. So she spent most of her young life on set, and at the age of 24, she still has a lot of young shit in her. She still hasn't mastered the work-life balance yet, and so she takes this as an opportunity to do that. So every now and then after work, she goes out with the crew, she drinks a little bit, smokes a little Zaza, does a little bit of Pablo, a little this, a little that. Nothing too crazy, just a typical 24-year-old work-life balance. But not until the lines between work and life starts to get blurry a little bit. So on this morning, she shows up to work bright and early, but let's just say her brain was a few steps behind. So things are a little less tense, but they're still rehearsing. Work still goes on as usual. So the assistant director, Dave Halls, yells at her to bring a revolver over. So Hannah, still a little foggy from the night before, quickly grabs something and runs over. She briefly checks it, but not really. At least that was the story she told the police during questioning. Now, Dave, who's supposed to be the second line of defense on this military-grade safety protocol, doesn't check the weapon at all, and he just hands it over to Alec Baldwin. So Alec is deep into this cowboy rehearsals, so he just grabs the weapon and doesn't bother to check it, and he goes into the scene. Spoiler alert, the revolver had a live round in it, and nobody bothered to check because, of course, why would a live round be on set in the first place, right? Now, here's where the plot thickens. The cinematographer, Halyna Hutchins, is directing Alec. They were rehearsing this super sneaky quick draw move for the scene, right? Alec draws and goes to pull back the hammer. Bam! Halyna instantly drops to the ground. Alec is in shock at this point, and the entire set freezes. They all assume maybe she fainted from the noise, but then another thud. The director, Joel Souza, goes down. At this point, there's blood everywhere, and it's pretty clear that this isn't some kind of fainting spell. This was about to become Alec's worst day in Hollywood. Then enters Hollywood's version of the Justice League.
It is our first look at the chaos on the set of Rust, as paramedics frantically but unsuccessfully try to save cinematographer Halyna Hutchins' life.
Alec Baldwin gets questioned. He claims that he didn't pull the trigger. He just pulls the hammer back because apparently that sounds a little better. The media circus goes wild. Everyone wants Alec's head on a platter. And after months and months of investigation, the police finally release a 500-page report, which all but says Hannah done messed up. She immediately gets arrested for involuntary manslaughter and gets sentenced to 18 months pronto. The assistant director, Dave, he also takes a plea because, of course, you got to get everyone to handle the gun at this point. And then Alec Baldwin, he also gets a charge of involuntary manslaughter, which I don't really understand because, of course, I know nothing about the law, but if you know anything about the law, please help me understand in the comments. But anyways, during the trial, the plot gets thicker even further. Apparently, the investigators actually find extra live rounds in Hannah's armory stash. The prosecutors actually knew about this, but they were like, we're just gonna, keep that in the tuck. And this is the bizarre thing about lawyers, because why would you intentionally hide evidence that could actually help you get to the truth of the case? Because now I'm starting to realize that these lawyers don't care about the truth. It's win or lose. That's it. Now, I don't know how the defense attorneys found out about this, but as soon as word gets to the judge that the prosecutors knew about some extra live rounds that were found during the investigation, she straight up dismisses the case with prejudice, which apparently means you can't try Alec for that case again. Now, currently, as we speak, Hannah's lawyers are also trying to overturn her case because she's spending 18 months in jail. Meanwhile, there's no evidence that could actually get her freed. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all, but I can't help but wonder if she didn't bring the live rounds to set, how did the live rounds get on set in the first place, let alone in the Revolver? I'm surprised they haven't answered that question yet. Maybe we'll never know, but who doesn't love a good Hollywood mystery, right? This just goes to prove that all the stories we hear online, we have no idea what's going on. And we just jump into judgments instead of actually finding out the details. And that has to be flipped upside down. You know what I mean? And in all honesty, I have my opinions, but what do you think? Do you think he should have gone to jail? Do you think maybe Hannah getting 18 months was too much? Do you think everybody should have been locked up? Or do you think Alec Baldwin's get out of jail free card was a little too convenient? Or nobody should have been locked up? Let me know in the comments. But anyways, cheers to Halyna Hutchins. She went out doing exactly what she loved. And may she be in heaven a full half hour before the devil knows she's dead. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time. Cheers. Injured. Another one dead. Oh my God. What the fuck? I can't fucking do nothing today. What is this? Oh my God. What in the world? Everything is just freaking beeping today.